Hey guys, welcome back to my craft room and back to another day of coloring. So I realized that we were doing so many alcohol markers. Like we haven't varied into other mediums yet. So I figured, why not start today? I am still recovering, so I probably sound quite funny. But I thought we would do, because this image is so tiny, wow, okay. It's a larger image, but the lines are so tiny and the details are so tiny. I thought this would be a perfect one to use colored pencils on. I'm going to use brown for our, actually, debating, do I want to do gray for one of the bunnies? Yeah, I think I do. I'm going to do brown for the little bride bunny. So I'm going to start off very light. Doing circular motions. This is just how I color though, so if you have another way that you like, then don't even really think too much about it. Basically, you're just building up your color with colored pencils. You don't want to start off super thick. Alright, so now that I have my base on that section, I'm going to go back through and add more pigment to parts where I think that there would be a shadow, or it would just be a darker section. And then I'm going to go through and just do a light circling to kind of blend that out into the rest of the color that we've already done. Debating, do I want to do pink on their toes and their ears? I think I'm going to. And of course, if you have different colored, I don't know, if you have different colored pencils, like if you have a set, don't be afraid to use like a darker shade of brown, but that's going to be a different kind of technique. It's kind of just a feel for it. It's kind of all coloring is. You gotta just feel how you like putting things down, putting your color down. I need to see where her ear is, because I don't want to really color into the pink part too much. See, that would have been like, oh, crazy, trying to put that with a marker. Now I'm going to leave that a little lighter than the rest, because I'm going to need to build up the color of that veil. Let me get my red. We're just going to do a very light pink. Well, I'm using red, I'm just going very light. And then I'm going to go in with my brown again and just soften that red up and blend it in a little bit better, a little bit more. And then I can go ahead and do her face. And then very light brown on top of the veil. And then I'm going to go in with a blue for the veil. I'm going to do a very hard blue line where I think there would be a shadow, and then fill in with a very light blue. Of course, you could do this differently You could do stickles if you wanted. That would be cool. Okay. I'm going to go back in with my brown. And just blend out that blue a bit. Just so it's not as harsh. Okay. Let's do yellow for the center of the flowers. Maybe a purple. I'm going to do a dark, actually let's go ahead and do the purple first for the band of his top hat. And then black. I'm going to sharpen my pencil real fast. Alright. It just wasn't sharp enough to get a point that I really needed. Because when you're working with colored pencils, you've got to have a really sharp point. Alright, so now for the bunny, do a very light gray for him. Not even gonna really focus too much on getting the whole image in anyway. So like I'm gonna leave some white. Blending out those circles until I get a kind of look that I'm wanting. Oh, just kind of experimenting, really. Deciding when is the right time. When do you like it the best? I'm going to go ahead and do my red. Again, very light. Then going back in with my light gray and blending that out. putting down a layer of white pencil and then going over with my gel pen. Gel pen isn't working. Ooh, it might be cold. Yeah, there's the gunk. There we go. There. Because the gray wasn't quite the gel pen didn't quite want to stick to the gray without the extra layer because it was so light. I had to use that white on top just to make sure it had enough grip. But there we are. I think I want to darken this just a bit more. I think they're adorable. Alright guys, there are our bunnies. It's hard to capture it on camera. See if I have a color. Oh, excuse me. Maybe orange. Just trying to make sure that you can see it well. I think I'm just making it worse here. Oh, there we go. I think that color kind of helps the lighting. Yeah, it's hard to capture that kind of stuff on camera. Alright guys, there is our, today's the 16th. Yep, our 16th day of coloring. And we have officially switched mediums. I don't know how long we'll go for, because, you know, my love for alcohol markers probably will just come snapping right back. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me today on our coloring, and don't forget to come back tomorrow to watch another one. I'll see you guys then. I hope you're having a crazy day. Good crazy, not bad crazy. See you tomorrow.